Do you know what's common between the NEET PG of this year and the NEET PG of 2021? Is that it got delayed just days before the final exam. And the waiting time following the delay was the darkest time of my entire life because I was having sleepless nights and anxiety attacks. What to do for NEET PG, I have already told you in my previous videos. So today I'll be telling you what not to do as you enter the last 30 days of your preparation. First and foremost, don't give up now. You have entered the last lap, the last mile of the race. It will be stressful, painful, and full of anxiety. But if you do this well, it will last only 1 month. But if you give up, it will last at least for another year. There is no denying the fact that NEET PG is a fact based examination. And the last 30 days are the most important because what you study in these 30 days, you will carry forward in your examination. Think of it this way, that every setback you ever had, be it a humiliating viva during one of your MBBS examinations, or some honors or gold medalist students not treating you as their equal, or every time you ever felt lost in life, it doesn't matter once you qualify that exam. So use these last 30 days wisely because potentially it can compensate for everything. My second advice is stop living in the past. It doesn't matter what kind of student you were. I have seen people with honors and gold medal not qualify the exam, and the so-called mediocre student who never got honors in their life get three-digit rank. The requirements of passing an MB or your semesters is completely different from the requirements you need to get to qualify NEET PG and solve MCQs. So let go of your past and concentrate in these 30 days. And for my next suggestion, don't live in the future either. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Focus on giving your very best every day. A famous quote says, if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, then you are living at the present. For my next suggestion, don't change your source material now. Trust on what you have read. Focus on the rapid revision from Marrow or Prepladder or BTR or whatever you have been using. In NEET PG, maximum questions will be simple questions based on your basic understanding of the subjects, not any hi-fi classification or unheard of names. Every platform more or less covers the syllabus, and so stick with the one with which you are familiar with. And don't focus too much on perfectly completing a particular subject or a topic. To get optimal results, you need to know something of everything, not everything of something. Review the subject-wise analysis from your previous grand test and focus on the subjects that are low on that list. And by focus, I mean only the rapid revision, not the entire subject from the original videos. My next suggestion would be don't get too obsessed with your GT scores. See, I have people who had done well in the NEET PG despite having low scores in the grand tests. And also seen people who have scored 150, 160 questions correct in grand test but failed to perform well in NEET PG. Just continue with your scheduled revisions and good things will happen to you. My next suggestion would be not to get distracted. Don't get distracted by the fact that your friends have done more preparation or they have more scores than you in GTs. Avoid social media and avoid talking too much about your studies to everyone. It will create more of a distraction than give you more suggestions. Trust your strategy, trust your source, and trust yourself. My next suggestion would be never ever self medicate. I know you are feeling anxiety or maybe even depressed. You may be having sleepless nights. But if you are really having trouble with being productive, then consult a proper psychiatrist. I know you are all doctors, but don't self medicate because the anxiolytics, the sedatives, or the antidepressants might have effect on your cognition in ways you would have never imagined. My next suggestion would be never compromise on your sleep because it is during the NREM phase of your sleep that your short-term memory gets converted into long-term memory. Studying entire day and not sleeping is like making a presentation for entire day and forgetting to press the save button. So, to summarize the video, your past, doesn't matter. Your future doesn't matter either. The only thing that matters is these 30 days, the final lap, the final hurdle you need to cross. Trust your source, trust your strategy, and trust yourself in these final days. Best of luck for your exams, and I will meet you on the other side.